Hey there everyone, Captain BEARDZ here, bringing you another Gears 5 video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so this is going to be your advanced covered mechanics. I have my wife in the game, so she's going to be helping me by allowing me to do the shots on her so that way you guys can see how it's done correctly. Now some of this material is kind of difficult to do on mouse and keyboard. I am going to be showing it on mouse and keyboard. I'm also going to be going over it on the controller. I'm going to try as quickly as possible. Hopefully I can get all my shots down, but if I don't, I'll pretty much keep going until I do. But that's pretty much how it works. Now, two of them are pretty easy. One of them is a little bit more advanced and pretty tough to do. But all I can say, guys, is practice this. Practice this. Now, yes, you can go into a private match and practice it against bots. But if I'm going to be honest with you, that's not going to help you out. You want to go into live matches. Don't practice this in ranked matches. Go into some live, casual, quick play matches, into some arcade, and practice doing this stuff. Now, this is mainly all for the shotgun. So if you think you're going to use this with other things, you're probably not. Maybe the overkill, but that's about it. So let's get into tip number 1, the up A. The up A is one of those moves that you can get done fairly quickly, and it's pretty easy to do, but is one mechanic that really goes into my aiming guide, which, guys, if you don't know, make sure you go check out my aim guide video, because this is going to help you with all of these cover shots. Now, to do an up A is as simple as hit the wall, press up, in this case it would be W, press the spacebar and shift, and while in between the spacebar and shift, you're going to shoot. So the way it looks is I'm going to hit the wall just like that. So it looks like it's all one motion. Now, the reason why I say watch my aim guide, because if you happen to be looking down like this is what majority of people are going to do, is they're going to say, okay, this is what BEARDZ said. I'm going to hit the wall, I'm going to aim, and I'm going to shoot. You see all my pellets, they completely just hit the floor. Now, what happens is once you do that, opponent's going to be right here. You're going to shoot their feet. You're not going to kill them, and you're going to be pissed off and say, BEARDZ is the worst player to ever exist. He doesn't know what he's talking about. No, 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 no. Make sure your screen is at least aimed. You're aimed right here. You're centered. Remember, bullets come out of the barrel of the gun. They're not coming out of the screen. So if you're looking down, look at where my gun is looking. Down. I'm going to shoot down. If I'm looking up, when I do my up A, I'm going to shoot up, right? So I hit the wall. Let me go into this again. Hit the wall. Hold the W key, right? R up on the left joystick. So that's how it looks on the joystick. Now for me, I got my space bar and my shift. So my space bar is my my wall bounce, and my shift is my rollout and roadie run. So it's a little bit difficult for me. For you guys, it might be a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to space bar to initiate that first little roadie run area. And in between that that little moment, I'm going to shoot. So I'm going to shoot right there. Now what happens is, as soon as I shoot, I hold the shift, or I would hold space again to initiate the roadie run. So it'd be like space, space. So it'll be space, shoot, space if you keep it normal. If you're not normal and you have it separated, it'd be space, shoot, shift, if you're like me. Now if you're on controller, it would be, in this case, I have my controller set also to alternate. So A is my my wall bouncing, and X is my rollout and roadie run. So it'll be A, shoot, X. So I'm holding up, A, shoot, X, right? So it'll look like that, but a little bit faster, right? So back to my mouse and keyboard here. Go over this mechanic one more time. I'm going to hit the wall, hold up, so holding W, spacebar, shoot, shift. Spacebar, shoot, shift, just like that, right? You know if you did it right because you'll see the pellets all in front. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to have poison stand right, probably right here. Yeah, poison stand right here. She gonna get blasted. Now, depending on where the opponent's standing, whether they're standing more to the left or more to the right, it really doesn't matter. Just aim your gun in their initial direction. So if I hit the wall, just like that, right? Now, like I said, it's all about aim too. So now you can see the pellets and the blood on her body actually hit her legs more there. So if I aim a little bit higher, I might be able to do a little bit more damage, right? Just like that. So timing is everything with this, and spacing is everything with this. So if I'm engaged an opponent there and I know that's not going to kill, then I might have to do something like that to get out of their fire, get out of their shot. Because remember, they can also shoot too. So that's pretty much up A. Now, if you're going to up A, this is right side up A. You can also left side up A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have poison stand right here this time. This is going to be a left side up A. The same rules apply. It's spacebar, shoot, shift. So you run right through the opponent. Now, the same rules apply, so don't change it because it's left side now. Instead, just do the same exact thing. Aim your screen a little bit up, just like that, right? And make sure you aim your screen up. I'll turn sideways here. I'm going to hit that corner, hold W while hitting that corner, still maintaining to hold W, right into it, just like that. Now, when it's done right on opponents, they're going to look at you and probably think you're cheating. Probably think, oh, they're running and shooting at the same exact time. So practice that, guys. That is the first step and probably the easiest one, which is the up A. Now, intertwine this into your mechanics and stuff like that, and you'll be surprised how many kills you're going to be getting on people. Now, you do get faster with it the more you do it, and if you have any questions on it, please comment down below. Let's get into number 2, which is the back A. All right, so the back A. The back A is a little bit more difficult to do just because the mechanics of it are a little bit hard to understand. Now, there's 2 ways to do a back A. One way is to actually get on the wall and push off of the wall, so S, or in this case, if you're using the joystick, right? So push off of the wall and shoot at this almost at the same exact time. Now, doing it on right side cover is the easiest thing to do because your gun is going to shoot in the direction you want it to. This is the simplified back A, right? This is the easiest one to do, just like that. Now, same rules apply. Remember, the bullets come out of the barrel of the gun. So if I'm looking down and I'm like, oh, they're going to rush me, and I do a back A, I just shot the entire freaking floor, right? That's no good. Listen to BEARDZ, right? Aim your gun up. Boom. Now that's a little bit high, but guess what that means? That means it's going to be a headshot, right? Now, that's simple to do on right side. On left side, on the other hand, it's still simple to do because you're on the wall. Your character is already on left side, already aiming on left side. But you are too slow. What's going to end up happening is you're going to back off, shoot, and you're going to be shooting over cover. Now, this is okay if you're on a cover like this. But if you're on a cover like this, where it's a tall cover, see this tall cover? And I'm trying to back A, I just shot the wall. No good, right? So in this case, on left side cover, I had to be a little bit faster. Now, do note, with left side cover, you're probably going to get some of your pellets to hit the wall. That's A-okay. As long as you get the majority of them to shoot over, just like that. So on left side, you have to be a little bit faster. Right side, you could be a little bit slower, more or less. Now, that's the basics of back A. The more advanced back A is wall bouncing into it, canceling your wall bounce, and then shooting. So it looks something like this. That is the more advanced side. Now, BEARDZ, you effed up, you shot low. I know, happens to all of us. So I wall bounce towards it, make sure my screen is lined up. I cancel, so I'm going to press W to go towards the wall. I'm going to hit my spacebar to wall bounce towards the wall and press S. Start pressing S. While maintaining to press S, I'm going to stop in place, shoot, and then move, right? So it's going to look like that. Okay? Now, the reason why I don't want to continuously hold X while shooting is because the more I back up, the more likely my shot is going to do less damage. So I want to be as close as possible. So I'm just going to spacebar, back up, shoot, and then do whatever I want to do from there. Now, like I said, on right side cover, pretty easy. On left side cover, a little bit more difficult, especially in the wall bouncing area. So I have to make sure I do it fast enough so that way I can get it. So on the controller side, it's going to look the same exact way. I'm going to wall bounce towards it, cancel it. Now, going towards the left side, you see my character, the animation. My character actually switches his gun over to the left side for a split second there. And that's when I want to shoot. That's exactly how you do left side, and I just did it with the controller there, and now I'm going to do it with the mouse and keyboard, and I'm going to do it on this pillar here because this is left side, right? So instead of hugging the wall and doing it, which is the easiest way to do it, I'm going to wall bounce and shoot. Now, just like I told you before, some of your pellets are going to hit the wall. That's A-okay, as long as the majority of them hit that side. So just like that. Well, not like that because that hit the wall, which is garbage. No, just like that, right? Now, another thing you can do to kind of counteract the hitting the wall part is actually hold the opposite side. So in this case, on mouse and keyboard, it would be holding A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wall bounce, press S and A at the same time to move at an angle, and shoot. So just like that. So the majority of my shots are now going to go over to the side. And that is pretty much a back ang at the most basic level. Yes, there's a lot more to it, and yes, you can combo things into it. Like you can do like up A's into back A's, so that, and so something like that, right? Now obviously I shot the wall there, but that's A-okay. So back A, practice that, guys. So instead of hugging a wall just like this, right, time it, bait them out, and then do something like that. If you know somebody's at the corner right there, one thing I like to do if somebody's at the corner, I practice my up A's and back A's. So, for instance, check this out. Poison, I want you to go right on this wall, just like this. Poison's going to go on that wall, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the wall, I'm going to cancel, and I'm going to shoot. So, just like that. So I hit the wall, cancel, shoot. What that's going to allow me to do, pick up her ammo while I'm at it. What that's going to allow me to do is, say if Poison was aiming this wall, she was aiming this wall. Now when she shoots, her shot is going to go in that direction, right? So if I were to roll out and then hit the wall and shoot, of course I'm sticking now. I hate this little corner wall here. And shoot, I'm going to get something like that, right? So practice your back A, guys, and use it in your combat, and you'll see lots of improvement in that. Hopefully that helps you out. And now for the hardest one, the reaction shot. Alright, so reaction shotting is one of the hardest things to do in Gears, and it's something that just needs to be practiced, honestly, over and over again to get consistent and fast with it. So I'm going to show it on a small cover like this. Now, the best way to do a reaction shot is on small covers, right? Doing it on wider covers is not good unless you're going to do an outer shot. So let me show you in the simplest way possible. Is I'm going to go on cover, I'm going to be at the end of cover, and I'm going to take my screen, right, so my mouse here, and I'm going to twist it all the way until I look kind of over to the right here. Not to the point where I'm doing this, no good, right? Just so I look like that. Now at the same time I'm going to do this, I'm actually going to be holding the opposite direction. So if I'm on this side cover here, I'm actually going to hold that same direction, so it's not opposite. So I'm going to hold A while I'm looking to the right here, to the point where it's like this, right? So not like this, that's not good, like that. Now what you're going to do is do the same thing that you did with the up A, you're going to do with this. You're going to spacebar, shoot, and then shift. So like that. Now you have to have timing almost perfect with this, because if it's too soon, you're going to hit the wall. If it's too late, you're actually not going to shoot at all. So it's got to be something like that, right? Now same thing can be done on the opposite side. Now this time I'm actually going to hold D, and I'm going to twist my screen to the point where I can't really twist no more. Aim my screen up a little bit so that way my gun shoots high and not low. And then spacebar, shoot, shift. Spacebar, shoot, shift. Just like that. Now Poison's going to go right here on this little ledge right here, so you guys can see how it looks. So she's on cover here. Now I'm going to hold D, because I'm holding same side, and go until my character's twisted like this. And remember, aim your screen up a little bit, spacebar, shoot, shift. Just like that, right? Now what that's going to do is sometimes it'll kill, and if it doesn't kill, it's going to damage, but it's also going to get you out of there and running. So it's going to be hard for her to react to that and then turn around and shoot. Now the same rule applies for doing it in the opposite side. So if Poison was, say we got a fat cover like this, right? And Poison is standing right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, I can aim my screen towards her, right? So I'm going to hold W and D so I can run forward, or in this case you can actually hold D to run forward, right? So spacebar, shoot, shift. Now to do that, it's a little bit more difficult because you have to shoot fast or your character is actually not going to shoot at the opponent, right? So as you can see, all the pellets actually hit the wall right next to her, which is insane, right? So timing is pretty much everything with this. And again, all the pellets shoot to the left there, right on the wall, right? So when it comes to reaction shotting, doing it on right side or doing it on left side doesn't really matter. And getting the speed with it is pretty difficult too, just because if you do it too fast, you're going to hit the floor, or you're going to hit like towards you, or you're just not going to shoot at all. But if you do it smoothly enough, you can actually get some good shots with it. Now, the majority of the time you're trying to do a reaction shot, you're probably going to do that, which is get an up A, which is A-okay. And sometimes that happens too. Now, if that happens too, that you run in the direction of your shot, that means you're not holding that opposite direction that you want to run to. So the last thing I want to do is look this way, shoot that way while trying to roadie run that way, right? No good. I want to hold the opposite direction of where I'm trying to go. So just like that. So in that case, I'm holding D. So I'm going to have poison stand right here. Yep. So in this case, I'm going to hold D, but look in her direction. And I'm going to, just like that. Now on poison screen, it probably looks crazy on what I'm doing. And I'm probably not even looking like I'm freaking shooting her. I'm probably looking like I'm going right into a roadie run, which is exactly what I want. Now, like I said, reaction shot is the hardest one to do, and this is one that you're going to have to practice. Now, same thing goes with the controller, is when I do it, I have to look in the direction while holding the opposite, well, the direction I want to run to, and it's going to be A, shoot, shift in that direction, right? So hit the wall, aim in the direction that you want to shoot, A, shoot, shift, but still aim in, or hold your left thumbstick in the direction you want to go. So just like that, right? Now, like I said, reaction shot is the hardest shot. I'm currently still working on it, and doing it on mouse and keyboard is really tough, but it is something I'm working on. So guys, that's all the cover mechanics I can really give you. Other than that, it's just more about comboing things and stringing them together, which does come with time, and I hope that helps you guys out. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. And if you have any questions on any of this craziness, make sure you go down there, drop a comment. I'm always trying to read my comments, and if I don't read your comment, it's probably because YouTube decided to say, hey, we're not going to give BEARDZ this notification on this comment. So don't think I don't love you guys. It's just because YouTube decided to be dumb. Anyways, guys, as always, hoodie up, get shit done. Peace out.